Okay, we'll go ahead and bring the city council meeting to order. I'd like to first ask everyone to stand and join in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Aaron, could you please do roll call?
Jenny Bowers-Schultz.
Here.
Matt Dyer.
Here.
Tyler Fullenkamp.
Here.
Scott Murray.
Here.
And Abby Wilder is absent.
Okay, was everyone given a chance to review the minutes from the previous meeting held on January 6th? Any corrections, deletions, additions?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as emailed.
Second.
Okay, motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, first we have a presentation from Slater Rush, who is with Violytics. The last couple of seminars I've been to, there's a lot of discussion about AI. We actually sat in some mayor's only rooms talking about AI in the workplace and how are we using AI. I know we signed up with Ordinal a year ago, and it basically put a search engine within our software to help us find ordinances and different topics and different things. And actually, they keep expanding on what they can do. They're doing more and more things for us all the time. So I think Violytics is another software that uses AI to streamline some of the process we do, and also, just it's kind of an asset management tool. So I'll let Slater take over.
I have some handouts too, if that's all right.
Hi, everybody. We'll also have some additional info.
I got them. Yeah, I have them.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
And Beth is also here from USI Consultants, and we've been using them for our community crossings for the last few years. So I think you work with Violytics some on some projects. Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, nice to meet you all. Slater with Violytics. Been with the company now for about 3 years and located centrally, just north of Indianapolis. But to give you a quick general idea of how the software works and how we've been able to work with municipalities, we've been working specifically in Indiana with up to roughly about 30 counties now utilizing us consistently, probably about the same number of cities and towns throughout just the state of Indiana utilizing us for PASER ratings, asset management, submitting that data to community crossings for their grant money as well. But most municipalities to date really have been doing really kind of one of two things in terms of their asset management and pavement assessments. They're either typically manually doing all of this, just boots on the ground, or driving in vehicles, pen and paper, or Excel sheets on a laptop, writing down manually what their PASER ratings are. It's very subjective, or at least variable, in the sense that a couple people could go out and come up with 2 different ratings on that road. And so Violytics has developed really a public works operating system, everything from automating pavement assessments, but also managing your assets within the same system along with day-to-day work orders. And so really how this system works, it's a pretty simple setup and process. It's as easy as mounting an iPhone in any municipal vehicle and just hitting start and driving. It's all geo-located, geo-referenced, so it knows exactly what road segment you're on at that particular date and time. And as soon as the software is started and the application's running, it's taking still photos every 10 feet just while you're driving along. And so where we've seen the biggest application and use case for this, especially for towns and cities, is really in street sweepers or garbage vehicles where they're already hitting the roadways and hitting most of the streets, whether that's on a monthly or quarterly basis, and it's not requiring any additional labor hours, and they're great vehicles to put them in, just mainly from camera angle and image quality. And then really from there, once an assessment's done, connect the phone to Wi-Fi, it automatically processes all of the data, and our AI analysis automatically identifies all the surface level pavement stresses, along with a number of assets like street signs, conditions of those street signs, manholes, storm drains, conditions of those as well. And then striping is actually being rolled out So you can have, multiple phones running simultaneously as well. So you can have 2 or 3 throughout the town in different parts of the city gathering that data simultaneously and much quicker. So you're not having to manually do all of that. And we don't cap you on how much data that you can collect. So whereas a lot of times you would pay, a firm to come on site, do a one-time assessment, they're going to hand you a report or put it into GIS, and you're paying for a one-time assessment. This is unlimited data collection where you can be getting this monthly, quarterly, however often you want. So that way we're proactively identifying issues before they become much more costly later down the road. So the more that we can identify areas for preventative maintenance, the more money the city's going to save in the long term in terms of identifying the right treatment types to apply at the right time. And so this video will give you a quick general idea of what our AI analysis is doing. So while you're driving along, you'll see it automatically pick up the pavement distresses, actually categorize those. You'll see it pick up a number of signs, storm drains, the striping as well, lane markings, and it's also looking at conditions of all of those as well. So this is happening simultaneously where, usually going out manually, you're focusing on, one of these things at a time typically. So once that process happens and, essentially you're done with a condition assessment and the phone connects to Wi-Fi and uploads that image data, it'll be in an interactive web system where you can actually manage and action all that data, usually within about 5 to 7 days on average. Contractually in our terms and agreements, it'll be in there always within 30 days, is what we'll guarantee, but most of the time it's in there much quicker. And then this is an example of what that web system will look like. So it's all web-based, hosted on Amazon government services in terms of storage. So it's on the most secure network. All of the data and servers are stored here locally in the U.S. And you'll have your own username and login to this. We can set up different accesses and restrictions in terms of what certain people can do within here. But up in the top right-hand corner, you'll have your overall PASER rating of your entire road network. You can click into any particular road segment, see what your PASER rating is, and then you can travel along just like Google Street View, and you have an updated street view of all of the conditions as well as you're driving along. So every single time you do a drive, you're also getting the updated imagery to validate and be able to look at all of the images in there in real time, but also be able to utilize it for other different things in terms of potential other issues in the right of way that may need to be addressed as well. We can drill all this data down in terms of filtering it, so we can look at all of our conditions and we can say things like, show me all of my PASER ratings that are 2 and below that are going to need full reconstructions, that are high priority roads that are pretty much failed at that point. But we can also look for particular damage classes. So if we wanted to say, for example, things like show me every area within the city where there's alligator tracking or where there's potholes, we can find every pothole within the city really quickly and identify those on the map and then start to action those and create work orders to be able to address them immediately. So it's a lot more efficient than just driving around trying to find them or kind of waiting on citizen complaints to come in to identify those. This is going to automatically do that where we can then pinpoint every area within the city that needs to be addressed for certain things like this, and then we can create work orders directly off of those within the system too. So that is another aspect of the system that's built in where they can create work orders, categorize those, and keep track of any maintenance that's being done within the city as well. Talk about the street signs a little bit. That's just a layer that you can toggle on as well. So not only are you getting an updated inventory of those and counts, so we can see exactly how many stop signs we have inventoried, how many yield signs, how many speed limit signs of 25 miles per hour or 30 miles per hour. We can see exactly the counts, but we can also see any signs that have issues with them if they're hidden by shrub, stop sign, where a tree's overgrowing it and maybe blocking it, any that are dirty, faded, graffiti, stickered, or anything like that. So I can filter, for example, all my hidden signs, and then we can see anything where there's starting to be shrub overgrowing. Like this one on the right-hand side, a parking sign is kind of starting to have some limbs cover it. Potentially block that, and then that's where the work order management comes into play. So I could just create a work order directly off of that, assign that to one of our crew members out in the field, and then they can address that and keep track of that and complete that in the system. So ultimately, if you ever wanted to know how many potholes did we fill in 2026 or 2025, or how many signs did we replace, we would be able to pull a report just with 2 clicks of a button and be able to pull and see every single pothole that we filled within a given month, a given year, really at any particular point in time possible. You never lose any of this data either. So in terms of data ownership, it's joint ownership solely between Biolytics and the municipality. You can export this data out of our system and put it into your own city-owned GIS system as well. So we can take all of it out, import it as a layer via shapefile, or we can set up a web feature service where it would be a live feed rolling into your city's GIS system, just as you're continuously moving that data. Outside of that, we can keep track of all other assets within the system. Again, we're doing automatically manholes and storm drains, so those are also inventoried in here. You'll see those typically highlighted with a circular dot here, and it'll say which one it is. So whether it's a storm drain or a manhole, we're picking up that storm drain on the right-hand side there. And we're also looking at if those manholes and storm drains are even, if they're protruding out of the ground, or sunken into the ground. So we can filter for those things immediately as well. Look for any raised, manholes, for example, and then it'll immediately show those in the web system, and then we can address those issues as well. So then I can just create that work order or ignore it. So this is all happening essentially just driving. We can do all our treatment planning and budgeting in here as well. So if you have a segment that you're wanting to do a construction project or a paving project on, I can create a treatment plan in here and add a specific treatment type. I can schedule this for a particular year, so we can build out a 3 to 5 year plan really easily in here as well by filtering the data down, identifying priorities. And then once you have your surface area set, it'll even give you an estimate on cost once you have a treatment set. So if I did a reconstruction project to this, it's gonna estimate that cost about $45,000 on that small segment of road. So all of that's customizable based on material costs within the area, and then that would add that into your treatment planning table. So this city here has a plan all the way out to 2030, and you can see exactly what we have scheduled in 2027 and roughly what that's going to cost us by treatment category and budget type. So year over year, you'll be able to see what's already been planned and be able to make adjustments to that treatment plan as we're continuously getting that up-to-date data. If we're doing a new inspection in the springtime, maybe we had a really bad winter, freeze thaw, some road conditions changed, maybe potholes opened up bigger, maybe we need to reprioritize that a little bit. We can easily adjust those things within the web system as well. So it's really your full one place for everything within public works that they're managing on a day-to-day basis. From their PASER ratings, submitting that to LTAP or Community Crossings grant, all the way to their operational workflow as well. Yeah, wanted to keep it short and simple, but happy to answer questions as well.
That's impressive.
Matt, did you seek this out as something new? Did they seek you out?
Dan was the one that brought it to me. One of those conferences.
I saw software like this at the AIM Idea Summit. Really caught my eye because they had a video running as you're walking around. So, and then in talking with Beth about Community Crossing, she was saying that they have a vendor that does the same thing. Actually, I like this one better because we control it and we can do it as many times as we want. The other one, they just stopped in your town once a year and ran it. So like, if I understand this right, say some guys go on here, they look, hey, we have 64 potholes, and they go out and fill a bunch of them. They can take that truck and run that route real quick, and it'll fix it in the system, right? And it'll update them. Now they're all full, so it'll take those off the work order list.
Yep, any paving projects you do, updates, you just rerun that stretch of road. It'll update automatically. It's great for before and after construction projects also to really protect you from a liability standpoint. I've had multiple cities, for whatever reason, a driveway gets damaged during a construction project. Whether it did or didn't, you have the before and after image documentation to show, okay, maybe it did, maybe we need to hold the contractor responsible for that, or maybe it was already like that and you have the documentation to show that. Anytime detours are going on, rerouting traffic down your roads, you can track that, on a weekly or bi-weekly basis and track the degradation of that over time as well. So it's a continuous thing that you'll continue to be able to utilize for specific use cases like that as well.
It was basically, so you saw a couple of different variations of this, and this is the one you liked.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, and one of the things I like is it empowers our employees, to take accountability and, they don't have something going on one day, they can jump in here and see if there's potholes we fixed, or if say, you know, like he said, the manholes, we have some issues with manholes that are a little bit lower than the asphalt. And if they want to do a few of them, they can jump in here and see how many there are, and then they know how much concrete to order to go, 'cause we pour concrete around them with the, you know, cut a circular hole, and this allows them to plan and go take some tasks on themselves.
Is this something, I did talk to a few employees at the street department, and just, they were talking in my ear, but is it something where like it can be printed off as work orders? Does it go on and log on? Like, a couple of the ones I were talking must have been old school, and they said, just give me a pile, I can go grab the pile. I know it, my work too is the same way. You give a guy a smartphone and say, just go take a picture. Like, I ain't gonna take a picture, I haven't done that in 20 years. Trying to get somebody to do something that's not, but if they had something,
Tangible.
because we have something like this now, right? I mean, not like this, but the
See, click,
fix, but then they gotta go on and find out what needs to be fixed, or does it go to the street garage?
Yes, it comes to my computer, and then I can print it. I usually print it off when I put it up on the board, so they can go grab it and
Right.
do it.
But those are all through citizen requests.
Right, those are.
Yeah, those
I
are
like this idea where it's
complaint-driven.
all recorded.
And yeah, I mean, we definitely run into that, especially, I mean, a lot of our more rural counties. You know, you have some people that, you know, don't even, you know, have a smartphone or gonna utilize it. And so for all of those instances, so we have a mobile app that can be downloaded on any iPhone or Android for the work orders while you're out in the field. But for those instances, like, we can click on any work order, and you can come up here and print details. And the nice part about this is whenever you go to print this, it still has all the detailed, like, information on there, the address, even a picture of it still. And then, you know, Matt or whoever's managing it, you know, once they bring it back, let you know it's completed, you can actually just scan the QR code and it'll mark it done, or it'll pull it up, depending on which QR code you scan, it'll pull up the work order in the web system again. So on all of these work orders, you know, you can print any of them, still manage it that way, and then mark it as completed in here. The other nice part about this too, and why it's important just to have all this documented in a system where you can actually refer back to this, is it keeps track of that change log. So you know when this work order was created, when it was completed. You know, if you do have a citizen call in, for example, or something you get through C-Click Fix, I could type in the address here, go directly to that spot, create the work order in the system as well, and be able to manage it that way. So we have proper documentation. You can add in before and after photos as well. So they have the photo of, you know, this shrub covering the sign before, and then what it looks like after. We can see who they were assigned to, when it was completed. We can attach this to a document, or to an asset, sorry. So any of your assets that you're managing as a city as well, let's say even park benches, for example, and you need to do work to one, we can have all of those assets and all the locations of your park benches in here, and we can keep track of any work that you've done to any of those culverts, bridges, whatever it may be. We can keep track of any work that's being done to any of those assets, so you have that track record every single time. And then we could even, if you wanted to even get more granular on that, we could even add in cost, what it cost us to do that work order, how much time did it take, labor hours, how much equipment did we need for that work order, quantity of, you know, materials that we use. So I mean, we could even get more detailed on the work orders if you wanted to. And then you can run some cost accounting reports at the end of the year as well to see kind of the efficiency level of how much you've spent on, you know, certain work order categories as well.
I just imagine that this is gonna increase productivity tremendously and just the efficiency. And I like the idea of how I feel like it kind of coincides with the financial planning that we're doing with Baker Tilly, of not being just reactionary to problems and people calling in and complaining about whatever, that obviously we're still, you know, addressing those, but we can take a more proactive approach and not waiting for complaints. So I think it seems great. And like the idea of planning for the future. So how much?
Yeah, tough question.
Well worth it. So I think, you got a copy as well, right?
I do have a copy, yeah.
So I think there were some questions in terms of the contract last time, I think, when going over it, at least when I tuned into the council meeting. So we did change it to a 1-year term, so that way, you know, you can really make sure that it works for you. Typically, spend continuous time with them to build out different aspects within the software, like their work orders, how they, because honestly, every city's doing, let's say the work order is slightly different, you know. You guys may have certain priorities that you want to focus on and set them up differently than some other cities, so we'll help kind of build it out there and build out all your categories and work orders and different assets that you may want into the system. Because we can also pull in assets outside of your GIS system as well, automatically into our system. So that would include all, obviously, the ongoing support as well.
Is that training for like the administrative part of it or employees too? Like, or just however many users we have, or is there?
Yeah, I mean, I think I threw in 25 users, just based on our conversation, felt like that was enough. It's not an additional cost to add additional users, so we're not charging by the user, it's solely just on the
Miles.
And as a user, they'd have, like, just have the app on their phone, is that what it is? Or,
You can have the app on your phone and you would have access to this
oh,
system as well.
so you can just sign into it, okay?
Yeah, so in all of your users too, like we can manage accesses in terms of roles and permissions. So like admin, you know, they're gonna have access to be able to do everything, you know, create work orders, delete work orders, do all the planning. But, you know, maybe, you know, just a viewer, or maybe you have a contractor in there or a third party that, you know, only has viewer access, that you want them to see only certain things. And so we can limit certain roles and rights in there as well.
Can anyone's cell phone be used to operate this thing? You just stick a cell phone up there and it goes, or?
It's solely on the phones that we provide, because we have.
Oh, you provide the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
So we could probably even find trash and stuff, Eric, and we could send you a message and say, you need to stop down that one road.
We'll send you a work order.
Got some requests over the years to do that.
Slater, this program covers main roads included. How do you guys define main roads? I guess what does that encompass really?
So it's all of your like NDOT inventoried center line
Okay.
miles of road.
Okay.
So we pulled it directly off the NDOT
Actual
inventory,
road.
which is 60.
So just not alleys, probably, is that right, Beth, you know?
You can do them.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you could do alleyways if they're mapped in here. I mean, a lot of times they are mapped. You'd be fine doing alleyways. It wouldn't count towards your center line miles of road. So if you wanted to do your alleyways, you can.
And it can be done as many times as we want over the years,
Yeah, it doesn't.
and then you reanalyze it every time and come up with a new, or AI comes up with a new report.
Yep, it just updates the rating. So like, I don't know, I'll give you an example.
I was been asking for this for like 4 or 5 years, and say, do we have like an idea of what the roads, the number is? I'll get you that. I've been meaning to sit down and write that up for, I think I've asked for 4 or 5 years. Like, do we know, like, this road's a 1 or this road's a 10? You're basically telling me that's going to all do it and it's going to be in a chart.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this then, I guess, a question for you in the back, does this cut down some of our application fees for community crossings if it's already logged? Or, like,
No, because this is all centered around your PASER rating, but the details behind your applications, there's still work to be done there. But we have always used your PASER rating to help figure out which sections of road you're gonna go after, not the actual doing the work of it.
but our PASER rating was just all manually entered.
Yeah, and you'll be able to keep track of a historic log of every road. So like this road, this was an example where there's an unofficial detour rerouting traffic, and we kept track. I mean, it started out at 5 and dropped to a 3.
You could tell what the road went to after the detour.
So if there was a long unofficial detour, like say a state project or something, we could actually see that, our road before and after, and see how much damage was done to the road during the
Yeah, I mean,
detour.
you could even rate them on a bi-weekly basis and just keep tracking it over time and have all the images. You won't lose any of the images either. So I mean, you could go back to your very first inspection that you've done with Biolytics, even if you're using this 10 years down the road from now, and you'll still have all the previous data, images, all that.
And we own all the data then?
Yep. It's joint ownership between us. It has to go through our AI algorithms and then the city, so, but nobody else. Doesn't get sold.
I think
I was just gonna ask, what do you
Yeah.
do with that data? That
Uh,
seems like a lot of
Yeah, so it goes
information.
into a pool of pixelated images. So it's not necessarily tagged or anything in terms of when it enters our system specifically to, like your city per se.
Okay.
But unless told otherwise, like let's say you got down the road after this year contract, you're like, we don't wanna move forward with Biolytics. Typically, the account just gets archived, and then the images just get utilized to train further algorithms. Like if we, in the future, let's say we start identifying guardrails or a new asset class, for example, it just gets utilized to train that, because AI needs thousands of images of repeatable things to be able to train it. Otherwise, if you got to the end of that contract and you didn't want to move forward with Biolytics after that, you could also tell us that, you know, hey, we don't want you to archive it, we just want you to wipe it clean. Then it would-
And that's an option that we have that's stated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it would help any municipality delegate work orders.
Mm-hmm.
And prioritize.
Bluffton is doing this, right?
Bluffton,
Allen County.
New Haven, Allen County, Rochester, I mean, there's a bunch, Fishers, Indiana.
I just think it's another way to be proactive. You know, I think that's with the financial planning we're doing, with the water replacement projects we have coming up. I mean, everything's just being proactive. Let's get things done. You know,
In terms of different asset classes that you have available, is that kind of like a subset and a sub-package compared to like what's included with this?
Great question. So everything that's included in the Biolytics package and everything that you've seen in here, in terms of, like the modules essentially, so like your road database, your treatment planning, work orders, assets. So like if we added in a new asset class, let's say guardrails next year, it would just be added in, so it wouldn't be an additional cost.
So it's already kind of factored into the program and we would just need to like check the box to have it be monitored or looked for out on the
Not even,
roads
you
or?
wouldn't even have to really do anything, it would just automatically, we could just automatically reprocess the data, or as they go out on their next inspection, it would then pick them up.
Okay.
like right now,
So
they're
it's
in the
really
middle.
just when we turn it on, essentially.
They're in the middle of striping, so paint striping.
Yeah.
That's not on there now, but it's about
Yeah.
to be pretty soon.
Okay. Cool.
They did show earlier when we took our looks where it had plow routes on stuff on there too. You could tell.
We could keep track of that, yeah.
Yeah. If they took the camera with them on the plow route, then yeah, they could track all that.
Yeah, Bluffton did it, like we could keep track of like where you're salting and plowing. There's definitely other systems out there, that are way more, let's say, advanced. Maybe.
You mentioned about 30 counties do this. How many other states are you in besides Indiana? How many more states?
So we're in 7 countries actually
Oh,
total.
7 nations?
Wow. States, probably like 38 or 40 or so.
Wow.
So we can keep track, like we can turn on our winter service layer, and then we can keep track of like where we're salting and plowing, so you can see, you know, date and time stamped. It's nothing crazy. I mean, there's applications out there for fleet management services that are specifically for winter operations that are gonna give you, they'll hook into your truck and tell you how much salt you're using, you know, all of that to a T. This is mostly just really GPS tracking and telling you if you've salted or plowed or both at that particular
But it
date.
could tell you if a road got plowed or one got missed, or when someone calls and says, you never plowed my road, you can say we were there.
Yeah, and you'll be able to see that.
5:45 this morning.
And that is, is that Bluffton there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the snows in December. Yeah.
So is there budgeted money in the NBA?
It's not budgeted. I think like we used to always ask Phyllis, can you find it anywhere? How do we do this?
It definitely wasn't budgeted in 2026, but if council approves, I'm sure we can make it work.
Yeah, and I know I've heard out there that people are like, oh, is this just going to get rid of another employee? This is not going to get rid of another employee. It's going to allow us to use another employee somewhere else and get even more things done. So,
That was a kind of concern I had a little bit, but,
right.
right. Keep our employees, but they'll just be able to, yeah, more production, more output.
More efficient. It's gonna give them more work to do, cause it's gonna find everything.
Matt can say,
Well,
go
less
find
wasted
more work
time,
order.
you know?
AI can
So-
replace the data, but they still can't replace the hands that has
Right.
to fit the plow.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
yet, anyways. Until the robots come around, it still has to be done.
I've seen, I'm telling you, there's some crazy technology coming out. Harwell was testing an AI crack sealing machine like a year ago, which was interesting stuff. But yeah, I mean, spending less time trying to find the issues, more time addressing those reasonable issues. That's what we're trying to solve.
The mayor was for it. Matt, are you ready to move forward with it?
Yeah,
And I do appreciate that he gave us an option to do 1 year. I mean, the first contract was 3 years, which I didn't catch. I think Ian caught it the first time we had it here. He wasn't here, and Matt and I tried to fumble through it, but this gives us a chance to see if we like it, you know. And I appreciate that. If it's the same price, so.
Do you guys see quite a few increases over the years? I mean, I know you can't say, but does it stay pretty flat lined or?
It's pretty similar, and I think even in the terms and agreements, which if you want, they're at a link. It's just mostly about data storage and privacy, but I think it even says we can't go up even more than 6%. So, and yeah, never seen any like crazy increases. If for whatever reason we added a whole new like module in there, for example, like let's say we added in a whole new tool. Like to give you some insight, eventually we are creating, and it'll be out probably back half of this year. It would be a different cost and module, but you would have the option if you wanted to implement it at some point. But we're building an AI citizen reporting tool actually, so it I guess would take the place of SeeClickFix, but it would automate the process entirely. So right now, when you get a SeeClickFix submission, you have to have somebody then go into it, find that specific submission, go through it, send it to them to the right person, then follow up on it once it's been completed. It's more manual steps completely throughout that process. And so we'll have a tool that will be a chat on the website or a link similar to that. They can type it in. It'll actually create an automatic pending work order in our system, so they'll be able to see all of their citizen requests come in, the locations of them, and then they'll be able to complete it, and it'll send an automated message back to the citizen letting them know it was completed. We'll also have an AI agent for phone calls as well, so it sounds like a real person on the other line. It's trained to go through the steps, get their address, the information, what the issue is. They can submit a photo if they want, all of that, and it automates that process. So that would be like a whole new tool, something not in the scope of what's built into the system already. But it wouldn't just automatically be factored into the contract if you were you'd be able to,
Add on.
I like it. I'll make a motion to move forward for the 1 year.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign? All right, thanks. I'm excited to get moving with it.
super excited to work with you.
I second.
Hey, Larry, what's your biggest customer right now as far as land area or Chicago or, Indy or, Memphis?
City of Prague, maybe.
Oh, Prague and-
New Mexico DOT. The state of New Mexico uses us.
What?
Quite a few.
All right, thanks.
Slater, what's your general time frame from, the point of signed contract to,
Yeah, so once I get the signed
Implementation.
contract back, I will order the phones, hardware immediately. They get shipped from our warehouse in New Jersey. Usually get in within about a week and a half, and then we can schedule offboarding. So within 2
Yeah.
weeks usually is pretty common.
Wow.
Do you put them in the truck and then leave them in the truck, or
You can move them around from vehicle to vehicle.
are they hard to do, or just?
No, we provide 2 different types of mounts, so one for the inside of the windshield or one for the outside. That selection comes down to the hood depending on what kind of vehicle you're in. So you can kind of move it around and make it versatile. So they're not permanently mounted in any vehicle.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, Matt, you wanna stay up here? We're gonna talk about recycling drop-off and changing some hours and days in the schedule. I think we've seen some issues down there at the recycling, so if you wanna.
Yeah, weekends have been rough down there. We've had a lot of stuff blowing everywhere. We've had a lot of out of state or out of, you know,
Out of city,
out of city. A lot of businesses dropping off
trash that's not recycling.
trash. What we're getting into is our Mondays when we go take up our stuff, we're getting dinged a lot on trash and a lot of stuff that's been in the bins, and I can't have people jumping in bins looking for trash and stuff. That's just not sanitary or safe or anything.
And just so people know, I mean, we pay for the recycling, right? We pay to have it taken up there. It's actually more than what we pay for trash. And when people throw trash in there, that even raises the cost per pound every time we do it. And I think on the weekends, we're finding people coming in there and just dumping trash, throwing things in there they're not recycling. So, there are other options. We have curbside recycling for all of our residents, right? It's an option for everyone to recycle from home. As well as the county has the drop-off center on Thursdays over there behind D&D Time Savers. And out of Solid Waste District, they have it every day. So there are options.
So
And
people
they
are
are
just
open on
abusing us.
Saturdays.
Yes, it's being abused and our city residents are paying for it.
And yes, that cost is going up, and I'm trying to
We have cameras
manage
there.
that. We have cameras, but we don't know, and until we take it up there and dump it, then that's when we find out.
Right.
So what I'm proposing is at least, you know, be open Monday through Thursday, shut it down Thursday, or shut it down Friday, Saturday, Sunday, open it back up Monday. So we're just trying to minimize all the waste and the over,
Right.
That way you can monitor it better.
yes, we can monitor it during the week.
Are there
'Cause I
hours?
can't really monitor it during.
Is it just always open?
It's always open.
Oh, so they could take it any night.
Yes, any night during the week.
But I see our biggest issue is Monday mornings when we get there is everything's overflown and it's blown down to the
The neighbors get
neighbor's
upset.
house. They're
I've
always
had many
complaining.
complaints from neighbors with it blowing.
Right.
Do you have,
And
is there like a set of rules for using this, like stated somewhere, written down, or
There's never
do we
been
need to have a
any-
protocol?
It's
or-
kind of just
They have a
got
sign that
thrown
says
to
city
us, so
use
we've,
only.
it's changed. We've changed it over the years that we've had it. We just
There
It's
is a
time for
posted
another
set of
change,
rules
but-
on the building.
Yeah, there's rules
there's
there.
rules on the building. It says
Right.
what to throw or what you can or what you
Can.
But on the weekends, those aren't followed.
Right.
Well, and it's even just open, right? So like you can just pull up, throw your stuff in, take off. It's not like it's fenced off and
Right.
you have to go through somebody to get to it.
Now, we take stuff, you know, if we can see it on top though, we can take it out. But
Right.
a lot of it's usually
Buried.
buried. and we
Yeah.
can't-
It's a great service, and if it continues to be abused, it'll have to go away.
Right.
So like
mean-
Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, or what do you?
Those hours won't change. It's just the weekends, like when we go,
Right.
and this will cut down hopefully on our cost too of going up to Fort Wayne so many times. We'll only probably be going on now, maybe, hopefully just once, maybe twice.
So how would
Well,
you
we've been
stop it
going
on the
3
weekend?
times.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, what's your recommendation? Like, how do you close it, or what would happen?
We would take the bins inside our gate, so they
Okay.
couldn't. So there would be no bins outside.
Nowhere
the
to
gate.
put it on a weekend.
Right.
Okay.
So when they would go dump on Friday, they would just take the bin, put it inside, and
Okay.
Right.
I mean, it's nice. Around Christmas, I had all sorts of boxes. I threw it in the back of my truck and took it down.
Right.
You know,
Same.
instead of waiting to put it on the
Yeah.
curb, it's just.
Which it'll still be there Monday through
Yeah.
Thursday. And again, there's three different places that offer it. So
We can't have people abusing.
And
Like
if you
heavy
have
trash. If we have too many people abusing it, it'll go away.
if you have like Christmas, you could maybe leave it out and just put cardboard in.
yeah, there's be certain times that we
Yeah.
can change stuff.
I'm all for your change.
And you have to deal with it every week.
okay. So this isn't anything we're voting on. I think
No.
it's just he's just letting us know changes.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Matt. Do you have anything else? Nope. I don't think so.
And that, I would just add, as you're new in this role, if there's other changes that you see need to be made, bring it to, I mean, obviously bring it to the mayor's attention, bring it to our attention.
Not right now. Okay, in the Board of Works, we made a matter of record, the CHIRP grant for, the police department. Is that, you just wanna make it another matter of record with the council?
I believe so, yes, I think. Just
Okay.
to cover ourselves,
It was a
yes.
police department grant for what, $40,000, I believe?
It is, the CHIRP, which is the Comprehensive Highway Injury Reduction Program, or as Chief Gerber said, it's the OPO, which is the Operation Pullover, it's better known as, so. $40,000 grant award.
We need to make that, do we need to vote on that or do anything?
Nope.
No. Okay, next we have, let's do approval to sign the contract with Adams County Solid Waste.
It's already done. That was just, it's already been approved and
Oh,
it's
that's right,
passed around for
that's right.
signature.
Okay.
So that one's done.
Okay, so next we have an ordinance. So we have to establish this Reed Trust Parks and Recreation Fund. We had a former resident of Decatur who passed away, who was living on the East Coast, and he left money to a few different, he left some to the city, to the library, a couple other places. So we need to establish a fund for, he left $200,000 to the Parks Department.
Wonderful.
Wow.
What was his name?
Philip R. Reed,
Philip
and he was a former resident. He has not lived here for several years, but passed away, and
Bill Reed's uncle.
what's that?
I know some of his family that's around here, yeah.
Please thank them.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
this
a
is
wonderful gift
tremendous.
to the city, and he
I think so.
had a trust fund and notified the city that we were beneficiaries of the trust, and that he had a specific purpose and use, and he wanted this to go towards outdoor parks and recreation facilities and basketball facilities within the city. So
Cool.
those are designated uses, and we're now in receipt of the proceeds and need to create a non-reverting fund to be able to house that and use it.
Great. I had a teacher at Monmouth, Mr. Reed, Orv Reed.
That was Orr, yeah. I had him for driver's training.
I'll make a motion to introduce ordinance 2026-1 on its first reading by short title only.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Ordinance number 2026-1, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Decatur, Indiana, which establishes the City of Decatur Philip R. Reed Estate Non-Reverting Fund.
I make a motion to pass ordinance 2026-1 on its first reading.
Second.
Motion and second, roll call vote.
Jenny Bauer Schultz.
Yes.
Matt Dyer.
Yes.
Tyler Fulenkamp.
Yes.
Scott Murray.
Yes.
Abby Wilder is absent.
Suspend the rules.
Okay. I make a motion to suspend the rules and pass ordinance 2026-1 on its final reading by short title only.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Ordinance number 2026-1, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Decatur, Indiana, which establishes the City of Decatur Philip R. Reed Estate Non-Reverting Fund.
I make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-1 on its final reading.
Second.
Motion and second, roll call vote.
Jenny Bauer Schultz.
Yes.
Matt Dyer.
Yes.
Tyler Fulenkamp.
Yes.
Scott Murray.
Yes.
Abby Wilder is absent.
Okay. Motion carries, alright. What a wonderful thing to find out, that was great. Great for our Parks Department. Okay, did you have anything else? I just have the, up to.
No, I don't.
Just to give you guys an update on the hiring process for the park superintendent. So, we recreated that position starting this year. Took in 20 applications. Aaron and I are in the middle of doing 14 interviews. So, we had a lot of good applicants. I'm excited to see the interest in that park superintendent role, and excited to see what the new person can do going forward. We will probably make a decision early next week. We have, I think, one more interview to do, and then we may bring 2 or 3 of them back for a second interview. But I definitely think we have some capable people in there. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to have someone focused on all of the parks and the management of everything. So excited about that.
Good.
Are there 9 parks in the city, I think? I think the one out there near Riverside Center was gonna be the 10th one, the one we talked about a few months ago.
Oh.
It's gonna be number 10. I think there are 9. Is that right?
I was thinking 8 or 9, but you're probably right.
It's just, yeah.
Maybe those cameras can.
So
pick
we'll
that
drive
up.
around and we'll count it for you. Put a
Park
parks on,
sign.
parks on your,
No, that might not
your
be
analytics.
appropriate.
Did you have anything else?
No.
Do you have anything else? Department heads. Looks like Chief Gerber, you have a guest with you. He even brought stuffed animals with him. Yes, you can put that on the dash of your car if you want to and drive around with it.
Good evening, guys. Hey, I'm gonna hand out some forms. You guys can kind of look it over, get the extra ones here. You can pass it.
Thank you.
Do you mind holding the mic when you talk so we can hear you? Okay.
Yeah, so
Thank you guys for having me this evening. I am speaking to you guys tonight about a fundraiser that we currently have going on for our beloved canine Coda, who's everybody's friend, for the most part, not squirrels. So, anyways, so with Coda's fund, we all know that his funding comes from the wonderful charitable contributions from our community, individuals, and fundraising donations of that sort. So we are blessed to have a great group of students and teachers at Belmont. And Mr. Lineberry has a principal of marketing class. He approached me, I don't know, fall of last year, and said that for their class project, they wanted to do a fundraiser for Coda. And so they came up with this idea for the Cozy Coda. And it's bravery that you can hug. So it's a wonderful slogan, and it's been pretty positive. And so ultimately they asked, hey, can you provide the capital for this? So if we present this to you, are you willing to provide this? And then what the return would be on what you would provide. So I was like, I'll run it up the chain to Chief Gerber, and we got the green light to do it, and they provided a wonderful presentation to myself and Chief Gerber, as well as the administrators at the school of what they were wanting to do. So they had a whole presentation on the cost, how they would market it, and they've been marketing it within the school. We just got these flyers done that you're looking at today and finalized, so starting tomorrow, it'll start going out on social media. And members of the community will be able to purchase these dogs, as you see right here. So this is what the final product looks like, and he's just really cute. So, but yeah, so we ordered 100 of them to start off because, you know, just trying to be cautious. And the total for that, out of his fund, was $1,305, and that was to pay for 100 of these. And we're hoping, so yeah, we're hoping.
So they're about $10 a piece, looks like.
Yeah, they're about $11, so a little under $700 in return to add to his fund to pay for food, things of that nature, which he, you know, his food is roughly $90 a month. So we have to continue to fundraise and seek charitable contributions as we go along. But again, this has been very positively received by students and staff. I mean, we haven't even put on social media, and we already have sold 20 of them. So we're already well underway, and I have a feeling that once we put it out tomorrow, that members of the community are going to want one. So, yeah.
I would make one recommendation. I would make it a minimum of $20.
Oh, sorry. Are you asking? Yeah, it is $20 per piece.
Well, I'm saying you're selling for $20. I would make it a minimum because people will give you $50 or $100 or.
Okay.
So just help your marketing and make more money.
Yeah, and that's a wonderful idea.
Minimum contribution.
Yeah. So
I like it, Scott.
yeah, I do too. So another thing too, if you take your phone, you scan the QR code, it'll take you to a website that the principals of marketing class created. It gives options on, for example, so that way we don't have random members of the community coming out to the school campus for obvious safety and security concerns. It specifically states that if a member of the community wants one, they can go to the police department there and purchase it. However, Belmont students, staff, and parents are welcome to come out to the Belmont campus and purchase said items too. And I can definitely, when we put this out, if people are willing to make extra charitable donations, we can put that as another selling point for it too. Because again, people love Coda, and he is an absolutely valuable asset to our department and to our school and our community. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times this year that we've had de-escalation moments with Coda in a classroom with a student. And so to be able to continue his mission set, I think is just so vital. And to see the students step forward in a manner like they have to bring this fundraising idea to light, it's phenomenal. We just have such a great group of kids out there. Yeah, this is the Cozy Coda, and if you guys have any questions, I'm more than welcome to answer those.
No, I think it's great, and I get out to the school quite a bit, and just seeing the kids around Coda is really, really great. He's a great tool out there, but to help the kids, but he can also help with if there's problems. I think it's wonderful. Thank you to Mr. Lineberry and his marketing class. I mean, that's awesome. I feel like we're on Shark Tank. He's trying to sell something.
So you guys can definitely buy one if you'd like.
I will, definitely.
So they're already ordered, they're already in stock, you've already got your inventory?
We have roughly 80 left. So yeah.
How much is that one?
20.
500.
For $220. Sir.
You already bought that one?
Yeah, he bought that when I was sitting at it back there. So.
How much did he pay for you for it?
Yeah.
How much more you got, Jeff?
Do we
20?
have,
It's
do
for
we
the
have a
kids.
bidding war happening here?
I cannot talk that fast, Chief. Everybody's gonna be really confused.
No, thank you. Thanks for doing this. That's great.
Yeah, and I appreciate your guys' continued support to our program. It's monumental. So thank you.
Thank you.
Andy, what breed is Coda? What kind of animal bird?
He's a golden retriever.
Okay, very good. All right. How old is he? How old is he?
He is 3, so his birthday's in August. Okay. Well, thank you all very much.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks.
Okay. I was looking at the agenda. No, we're on department heads, aren't we? Can we get a picture of both you guys holding that together? Huh?
Aww.
Jeff, do you have anything?
Just if you didn't hear during the Board of Works, we have the 2 that applied, their paperwork came back from PERF. They will be sworn in next week, and February 2nd will be their first day of training.
Great. All right. Aaron. Kurt. Mr. Zimmerman.
Waiting on the weather break. Keep waiting outside.
Yeah, I bet. Bill.
Good.
Jamie. Matt, you want to come back up for anything?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, I was asking for permission to start the hiring process for Christopher Jones, who went to the fire department for a new street to be posted internally and public.
Technically, that's a Board of Works matter. but,
Oh. Yeah, we'll talk about it. It'll have to be approved by Board of Works, but yeah.
Can we,
He can post an opening, can he? You just can't hire him.
should we shut down council for a moment, reopen Board of Works and?
It's technically a new meeting.
Right.
Post it, can't hire.
You can, I'll talk after the meeting.
Okay.
You'll figure it out, Matt.
We'll get it figured out.
So with that new Senate Enrolled Act that happened, does Jeff have to pay street department anything for taking Chris? Huh? Is that how that worked?
He applied freely at his own will.
Okay. Carrie, anything?
I just wanted to let you guys know that we have 5 of the 7 aeration tanks done, permitted and running again.
Awesome. That's great. Anything from council? Nope.
Make a motion to pay the claims.
Second.
One quick thing. I don't know. I want to say one thing. I don't know if anybody saw that football game last night. There was a pretty good football game last night. I didn't get a chance to make a comment about that, but it was pretty entertaining. It's pretty entertaining. Okay. We do have a motion and a second to pay the claims. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
And a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.